All right, you guys.
I do.
Dev of the week. This one's actually really cool. It's a game. Whoa.
You got to start the song, man.
Why aren't you
You got to start the song.
I was hoping one of you guys would just
you
jump in.
always start the song.
You're the host.
You always start the song.
I don't want to start the song.
I'll start the song.
Whoa.
Developer
shout out. We appreciate your hard work.
Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Is that what you want from me?
Yes.
Is that all I am?
Yes.
I'm just a voice.
You're the
and a
host.
Beautiful face.
Well,
You are the talent.
There we go. That's all I wanted from you guys. Sorry, developer shout out this week, you guys, is going to be Michael, maybe Michael. I don't want to say it too
How's
wrong.
it spelled?
We changed names.
Michal.
No E.
That's Mikhail, isn't it?
Michael.
That's what we're thinking.
Is it Michael?
It's Michael.
It's Prague.
What's the last name?
It's Czech Republic.
That is so not.
Kavosky or something.
Kovarex.
Kovarex.
There you go.
I hope that's his real last name, because if so, you've got a badass last name.
It almost sounds like a game in itself.
Michael Kovarex,
Kovarex.
from Woob Software. He's basically the team that built Factoro. If you haven't heard of Factoro, you're obviously not a Patreon because you didn't get our video where I ranted about it for way too long.
Torio.
But what it is basically, it's a like Minecraft meets StarCraft style game where you're in a sci-fi universe
And the Zerg come and fuck you up at night.
Yeah, the Zerg come to attack you.
From what I see of the game, is like you're just describing the style, but to me, it's more like a game that's more has like in-depth processes,
100%.
base building, creating these chain of events that just like domino and domino and domino to get one.
You can
task
create
done.
life.
So literally, you start by punching coal or whatever ore you choose to punch, I guess, in the very beginning. And then you take that and you start smelting it, which it takes the coal, and you have to build a stone smelter, and you put the coal in it, and then you put the iron ore in it, and you get iron plates, and then you take the iron plates to build
the knee bone connected to the
everything.
ankle bone.
You literally
That's
eventually
exactly
build
what I was
everything, and there's like conveyor belts that take everything everywhere. The game is brilliant. It's once again one of those indie games that is just an absolute gem. That is absolutely gorgeous.
It looks freaking amazing.
Go check it out, you guys. The game deserves.
Reminds
all
me of
kinds
Space
love.
Engineers.
It's $20. It's multiplayer. It's easy to
It's
sync up.
multiplayer.
It is multiplayer.
And
Space
it's
Engineers kind of like Halo.
beautiful.
Don't touch the mic. Now we can't hear anything. That whole segment's ruined.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
Seriously though, you guys, this game is brilliant.
Get
Thank
it.
you so much, Michael. Like,
Thank you.
put out a gem. It was another one of those things where you can see the labor of love behind it. Every little thing about this game. Every time I find myself playing it, I'm like, this is built so brilliantly. Like,
Have you guys seen
little
the?
thing I find?
Have you guys seen the narrated trailer for it?
I have not. I've seen
Okay.
the trailer, but not the narrated.
Okay,
one.
there's a second trailer that came out for this game, and it basically just tells you when you get into space, when you finally get back up into space, it alludes that there's more there, and that's when you're going to learn the real point of the game, which I think is fucking amazing considering everything you got to do on the planet's surface.
The game
because
is
you crashed on it.
absolutely fantastic. You build a whole military section of
Yes.
it. You have made a real gem. We talk about it all the time. That true labor of love. That true, gem floating to the top. And this is your game. Thank you so much. Insert disc 4, Phatt Island Gaming.
We love you.
We love you.
Good job. I like
All
your
right.
last name. I'm gonna patent it on a title of a game.
I don't think he's
Sorry.
going to like that.
It's all right. $5
All right,
signature.
so we're gonna pass it over to you. What's our community question?
Community question, Pigpen question of the week is going to come from one of our most active members. We've used him before a long time ago. Brian Moss, Nerd Alert is his gamer tag. He comes up with a really interesting question. So once VR is here fully, okay? Once it's in our homes, once we've all got it, once we're all past the hype and everything's going, what's next?
Probes.
What's gonna be the next innovative thing that we see come into our households? I mean, is it gonna be a gimmick? Is it gonna be awesome? Or perhaps what do you want to see? Either or.
My guess, and it's something that we've already seen kind of in development, it's going to be augmented reality.
Yes.
We're going to take that VR to the next step. You're going to get a Google-style glasses. It's going to sync up to your phone. Imagine Pokemon Go, but in a true sense of the world, where you throw on some glasses, you walk around, you see a Pokemon, you throw your Pokeball at him, you meet somebody else, it has a little thing over their head, you realize they're a Pokemon player, you can actually train, yell at your Pokemon. It would look really crazy to everybody watching around. They'd be like, why are these two dudes standing at a basketball court screaming at each other? Jump! Water gun!
battle!
Rapid spin! It would look really crazy.
And then
But it would
you
be
get mugged.
bitchin'.
And
you get mugged.
And then you lose your $800 console that
Yeah.
you're taking around with
100%.
you on your face.
That's why you don't don't play in LA.
Yeah,
No, that's why you don't play.
That is my guess, though. I think
Okay.
augmented reality is
Good.
going to be real. I think it's realistic.
I don't.
Obviously, our phones are getting more powerful. If you can eventually get to the point where our phones are powerful enough to run an augmented reality and you could just walk around with it, I think there's so many games, even people who do like LARPing, live action role playing, that'd be great for them.
Lightning
You could
bolt,
put yourself in
lightning bolt.
huge settings. You could use magic spells like that and you could actually see them. The people could get hit by. I think it'd be really cool.
That would be cool. I agree.
That's if it's not where it is going, it's where I'd like to see it go.
live stats, like what? how
Yeah,
many
right.
People are alive.
It shows their HP above them.
I've actually, I'm a part of the Indiegogo campaign for Father.io. I don't know if you guys have heard about it or thing. I've put in probably about $150 towards it now. This is a few months ago that my wife and I decided to do this, and we got the augmented guns are going to be coming and it attaches to the backside of your phone, and you hunt your players, your enemy players like this, and you sit there and you shoot them. You can have different weapons, different types of armor that you wear. So that's becoming more
Yep.
and more already.
That's where I see.
Okay.
You seem pretty adamant it wasn't augmented.
This will be
reality.
my bearded banner with you. You can put that down on the calendar.
Done.
You're full of it.
Yeah.
What
Augmented
is it?
reality is a load of shit.
All right, where's video game
It's
going?
cool to put stickers on a picture and put it on Instagram, and then after that, you can get your likes.
All right, talk trash about it. Where's it going then?
It's
After
not.
VR?
It's not going to go anywhere. HoloLens
it's
is
just
going to be
boom?
Microsoft's biggest hole in a bucket. It's going to be great for everything else but gaming.
Yeah, engineering.
Okay.
Okay, and so like I'm talking, I like your LARPing idea. I'm
Yeah.
with you on that, but I'm talking like the whole bullshit thing that they've been putting on, where it's like Mega Man arm becomes yours and you shoot shit in your living room. Nobody's going to be that active. That thing is not going to track that well. There is no way on God's green earth. You already need like $500,000 camera to even see what the other person's doing. Yeah. So like the technology too is like still not common enough to where cost can be brought down. That's why dev kits for these things are, what are they, $3,000 for one?
something outlandish. No,
Yeah.
I think it was 3,000
Or 8,000. I remember seeing like
Yeah.
humps on it. So I know
It was
it's
huge.
ridiculous. And then to top that off too, you still have to have a box with power, which the Xbox One is not. And then also too, your satellite tracking and everything, that's a hard task. That's why Google Glass is not even a thing yet.
Yeah.
Because there's so much shit to work out. I'm going to be dead before this is an actual thing.
Well, this is-
But I like the real world application, LARPing. I like that. I
Yep.
like the fact you could build something and see it and then push it to another person, maybe have them finish up some details,
Like,
send it off to a 3D
AutoCAD.
printer. Yeah, and then send it off to a 3D printer, a machine that does all the bending and everything, and then you assemble it. But the bullshit of like random things coming out of the ground and you smash it like whack-a-mole,
Do you want to know why I
I'd
want
rather
AR to
just
fail?
play shit on my cell phone.
You want to know why I want AR to fail? Because
Why?
of what they did to Conquer.
Because you're pessimistic?
No, because of what they did to Conquer.
That's not.
Come on.
That is not augmented reality.
Not at
That's
all.
not-
Whole
That's like,
thing's
okay,
fault.
that's like, hold on. That is like the paperclip in Word. Okay? That's
HoloLens.
exactly what that Conquer is. You're developing it, and it's like, hey, thanks for picking up a HoloLens. You're a piece of shit. It's like, thanks, Conquer. Can I finish this game? No, because I'm embedded in all your coding. Go die. Like, I feel like that's what Conquer's is. And then you can click on him or rub on his belly or give him a beer bottle, and he'll say, your coding's wrong here. Your coding wrong is here. Did I tell you I defeated the King of Pooh once?
You're making me sick.
Right.
So,
That's that. Hey, I'm not the guy that made it. I'm just saying how he's viewed.
It was the Great Mighty Poop.
And then when I'm
I'm so
thinking,
sorry, sir.
to take this to, I'm saying like, and obviously like it might not be when we're around, but I think augmented reality is going to hit. And I'm saying that's when like VR has been solidified as solid as like a console is now, where VR is going to be a natural thing. It's not going to be this big, oh my God, games are going to come out. They're going to be full. Like you're going to be able to play VR for like 10 hours and then we're going to move to
I even
augmented.
believe
It's not going to happen soon.
I
No
even
way.
believe more so in the projections that you see from the Marvel movies with Tony Stark's tower, more so than augmented reality. I would rather see shit projected in front of me without ever wearing a headset,
Which is crazy, 'cause
Which I think is
actually
more plausible than this
Microsoft
fucking
talked about
headset.
that before HoloLens.
Yeah, and guess what? They bumped out on it because
Oh,
Google's
100%.
doing it first.
Yep. So where do you think it's going to go then? If it's not going to go,
This AR shit's just gonna fade over with dust. Big corporations are gonna buy into it because it makes sense systematically, like I'm saying.
Yep.
But gaming wise, nobody adept to gaming should do it.
okay, so where's gaming going to go then?
It's
if
just
not,
gonna get a better VR headset. And I'm talking like what you see in anime is like you're gonna lay down in bed. It's gonna tell you to set your settings in
Like-
certain
like-
rooms. It's gonna take over the
like
little
Sword Art Online.
Yes,
yeah, or even
abso-fucking-lutely.
dot hack, where like
yeah.
it just takes over your central lobe. Your body doesn't.
We will
respond
see that in our lifetime.
until you turn it
Yep.
off, and it just picks up on your little electrical nodes. I think that's more plausible.
on a rudimentary level, because tapping into the human central nervous
Hey,
system.
I'm not saying while I'm alive.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I absolutely
saying
think
we're
we're going to
alive.
see it in our lifetime.
I'm actually with Zach on this one. We're going to see a better VR. I think we're going to see auto body tracking, where instead of just your hands,
Yep,
you got the
and you don't even need
controller.
controller. It just picks you
don't
up.
even need the controllers in your hand. It has your
Maybe
hands.
you put a probe in one room and that's it.
It's like a camera, and it's camera. I want to see. We're going to see.
We're not talking about probes, Brandon.
Yeah, we're going to see maybe the screen actually wrap around your peripheral.
Yeah, instead of, or maybe contact lenses. I'm dead, mind you. I'm dead during all this. I mean, contact lenses in your eyes.
I don't know about
is
contact
insane.
lenses, but we're going to see peripheral
The PlayStation
screens.
6 is just
maybe
contact
eye
lenses.
tracking. Eye tracking would be really cool. Where if you move your eyes, like almost
They've
like,
already said that PlayStation VR has the tech in there. It's just whether or not somebody wants to do it.
right.
See, and I absolutely disagree, Zach.
Who the fuck am I? Who am I right now?
I've known you for 4 years. I'm like, hey, Jack. No.
I am Jack. I am Hitman Emperor Zack.
I absolutely think we're going to have this in our lifetime. Now, are we going to play that shit? No, because we're probably going to be 70, 80 years old.
I'll be
I think we're going to
You're
see
telling me
it.
when you're
myself.
80 and someone's like, "Hey, you can go into a world where you're not 80 anymore and run around and jump and."
I'll be like, my
kick
heart
ass
can't
and-
It'll probably,
that.
it'll probably kill your central nervous system at that age.
I'm all right.
Back in my day,
How
we
else-
had to be plugged into our consoles.
in the
wires.
I saw wires go to wireless.
If I'm gonna die,
There were 3 wires.
I want it to be in a fake universe. That seems reasonable.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this.
I think instead of an AR for gaming, a VR headset that literally takes you,
Yes.
gets you better
Yes.
tracking, and pulls you into a world where I can actually have just LARPing in my living room on the couch and go to places.
it's
with
gonna be
people.
so-
Yes,
like,
that
absolutely.
makes way more sense.
With the eye tracking, it's going to be so lazy where you don't have to turn your head to look anymore. You just have to like turn your eyes.
I'm still talking about my lobe takeover. Like, if it works, I don't
No,
care if the thing's
no.
ugly and like it's got like weird little like balls on your like.
you have to have
back.
surgery to do it.
No, I'm not saying this isn't Gundam Blood Orphan. Okay?
Shadow-
you don't need
Shadowrun
like something
Data
put on
Jacks
our
in your
spinal
head.
cord to tap
The
into
Matrix.
it.
Oh.
I would,
yes.
I would
Take me in.
honestly rather them go for VR before you start plugging me in.
Don't
I
fight.
want to go in.
I never want to plug my human body
I do.
into electronics.
I do.
I'm okay with that. Let's go AR, you guys. Come on, augmented reality.
no, what the fuck?
Nope.
Don't plug something in.
you
my
want
I'm
it?
brain.
sorry.
Do you wanna
this
get plugged
podcast
in?
has now been hijacked.
No,
we have a new host.
It's
Yeah.
going to be better, cheaper VR. Cheaper.
Cheaper.
VR. 'Cause
Yep.
That's a big part of it.
cheap, but the tech is not cheap.
You guys obviously didn't listen to the question. The question was after VR.
This is after VR. It's just going to be better VR.
I'm sorry. this thing is still going on, right? So we can't even say
It's like-
after VR because it's coming out. Look, it's another
20
one of the
years
fucking,
ago. 20 years ago, it's like they're going to come out with CDs. And it's
No,
like.
no. It's even better. It's like the Blu-ray and HD
So
disc war
after,
again.
after Xbox comes out with HD, what comes next? Better HD.
Better HD.
That's specific.
More pixels.
But we're
After
gonna call
the
it
NES, what
Blu-ray.
happens after the NES? A better console.
Better NES.
It's just that
We're going to put an S in front of it.
So after VR 2.0, we might get like virtual, like super virtuality, like Jack
No, we're
Me
just
and
gonna
Jack Me
get we're just gonna get new reality. They'll drop the V all together, move a few letters out. They'll go
Reality.
They're like married
it's gonna-
virtual
I got it.
reality.
I
Have you
know
guys
what
seen
it
the
is.
movie Gamer?
Hold on.
It's going to be like that.
In it, I know exactly what it's going to be.
What?
Outside. Outside is the
I don't want to fucking
Shut
play
the
outside.
fuck up.
All right, you guys.
I grew up in the 80s. I played outside.
Let all of these jerk offs know that AR is the way of the future.
See, he says that with so much flair, he has to sell himself on it. So
Vote for this.
Brandon's wrong.
Brandon's
Brandon is
wrong. Bearded Banner, Brandon's wrong. It'll be coming.
Seriously, there, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Go check out the website, phatgaming.com. Check out our Patreon, you guys. You get tons of extra videos. We're just $2 away from hitting our next thing, which you will get another video.
Also, shout out to Emilio
Emilio!
for donating the Hitman Collector's Edition, in which I am wearing this dapper as fuck tie. I appreciate it. This has completed my entire adult life because it's very hard to find these ties in real life outside of a Hitman
Indeed.
Collector's Edition.
We've said it before. I'll say it again. I feel like we really, truly have the best community out there.
We really
Yes,
do.
You
hands
guys are
down.
absolutely amazing. Thank you so much to all the Patreons who've already supported us, you guys. Big shout out. You guys keep making this happen. You guys keep letting us get better. You're allowing us to do more and more and more videos, and you guys are just absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much, you
Biggs.
guys. We'll check you out next time, and thanks for hanging out.
Have a good one, guys.